what's up, guys? Twintuitive 717. I am back with another reading. I hope you guys are doing incredibly well as always. Let's dive into the Divine Masculine Collective and we'll see what's going on with them and what they want to communicate. What's going on with the Divine Masculine Collective? Let's read into the Divine Masculine energy and see what is happening with the Divine Masculine Collective. Okay, so we have follow your dreams. 85 could be significant as well. Maybe your masculine was born in 85. That's a 13 if we reduce it. And if we reduce it even further, it's a 4. Okay, so many of them are being, maybe they're being guided to step out of like the reality that they're in. I'm feeling the energy of like a square, okay? Because with 4, we have like the 4 walls, or it does represent stability in a sense. But sometimes when we have too much stability, it can represent routine. And someone I feel is getting tired of routine. They want more than just stability. Like, oh, they've stabilized themselves. And we have talked about this a lot in the Twin Flame journey, okay? This all has to do with this drive towards you. I feel like the image I'm getting is like someone slumped down in a chair and they are obsessed with your social media, Divine Feminine. There's something about your like the way you express your creativity. Many of you may be doing something with your creative expression that brings you a lot of fulfillment, or you're sharing it with a community, and something about that really triggers your masculine, because I feel like there's something about you too that mirror. So it could be that watching you like spread your wings. Maybe eagles are significant. Sorry, eagles. I don't know why I stuttered when I said eagles. Maybe eagles could be very significant to you guys, like it's coming up, or you could be, seeing like double synchronicities of it in a day. I feel like that represents your energy. It's like you flying higher than the rest, and there's something about that that's really triggering to your masculine. And I don't feel like it's jealousy. I just feel like it is more of, I know that I can do that too, or I know that I'm capable of following my dreams in some way. I feel like this is an important message for your masculine. Follow your dreams. There's something that they're doing that they're not fulfilled with, and like maybe your masculine is like I wanted to say shy. I don't know why, but I was going to say silent. Maybe they're silent on you right now, or there was great chemistry and they might have seen a little bit of the way that you are and how you live and what you do, and all of a sudden it's caused them to go quiet or to back off. It's because you're making them follow their dreams, or you're pushing them to follow their dreams, or you're getting them to realize that they're sitting in a slump. Hence the image I got earlier of them slumped down on the couch, browsing through like your social media, your pictures. Just everything about you to them feels like it's inspirational. You live or color outside of the lines in some way. It's really attractive, it's sexy, it's very youthful as well. There's something about you, Divine Feminine, that's very, very fun. Maybe that's what you do, is like you follow your dreams. Like even if things don't work out, you would rather do it and fail at it than not do it at all. And that shit is very sexy to your Divine Masculines, because there's something about them watching you do that constantly. Like I don't know why I'm getting this, but I feel like a kid playing in the sand. It's like you could build something and it could, when you're playing in sand, it's like you might make something and it could easily fall apart like that. Some people aren't built for that stuff because they don't have the patience to deal with it. But other people who are built for it, they're like, oh man, then they'll start right over, I feel like there's something about you, Divine Feminines, about just like starting over constantly, or being able to reinvent yourself or explore your creative ideas, that really has this masculine feeling centrally drawn to you. It's like you're his type. He feels like if he's not around you, then maybe he's going to lose this creative spark. Okay, this is why someone could feel very drawn to your energy, or they could feel like they want to reach out to you, or they want to be close to you. It's because whenever they're near you, or whenever they I'm hearing look you up. So because I kept seeing like someone's finger scrolling like this, or their thumb doing that. they get this inspiration as well. No one else in their environment is able to inspire them to follow their dreams or get off their ass and go after their dreams or go after something bigger, or I feel like they're doing something and they feel like it's too routine, it's too mundane. And the reason they feel like that is because every time they check in with you, you're always doing something new, or you're always in this like happy and creative mood. Many of you could be creators, or you share things that you create, and there's something about them that's just like that too. Okay, and maybe they've put it on the back burner for a really long time, maybe depending on the circumstances, the people that they surround themselves with. Maybe they surround themselves with people who don't make them want to follow their dreams. Maybe they surround themselves with people who just sit around and do nothing all day. And it's not to shade anybody or to shame anyone, but I feel like that is what they see. That's why follow your dreams is so significant, because we are a product of our environment, and that is something that many of your masculines are starting to realize, is that like they're surrounding themselves with people who have these same habits, but when they see you, it's like they're so inspired. So maybe someone's realizing, I wonder what it would be like to be in your presence. Ooh, let's pull out the romance angels for that. Because they're feeling like if it feels like this to watch you from afar, I wonder what it's like to have a conversation with you. So, there's some real feelings that are developing here. Like they wish that they could flirt with you, but flirt with you in person. I feel like they've already tried to flirt with you by maybe you've caught them looking at your social media, or divine feminines, that they are very curious about you in some way. But there's this strong drive to connect with you and maybe extend their lighthearted energy towards you, maybe compliment you. That could be significant. They want to compliment you in some way. I feel like some of you do something creative, because I'm seeing a shop. Okay, so they may look at your work online, and what's beautiful about this message with follow your dreams? Someone's very attracted to you, and even if they're not seeing pictures of you, when they look at your work, they're like, wow, she's so beautiful. Even though they may not be looking at like a picture of you or a photo of you, just watching something that you've made or you've created, they're like, wow, like she's so beautiful. So I don't know if some of you may create things and then you put them up on a shop, and that's the only way maybe a lot of your divine masculines have access to see what's going on with you. Like, and they hold on to these updates. Like when you guys post something recent that like is on your website, they're just like, oh, okay, she's good. Like she was just, on in some way. They feel connected to you. But yeah, like they're heavily watching you is what I'm getting out of this, okay? And they're asking you to keep an open mind with them. They definitely differ from your usual type or expectations, or you differ from their usual type or expectations. And I feel like it may be you, divine feminines, because you're the one that's this muse here, asking them or urging them to follow their dreams. So I feel like keep an open mind, maybe that someone wants to sharpen up for you. Like it's going to take some time, but maybe that's what keeps them quiet. And maybe you may not know this about their inner world, is that they don't feel their best. Maybe that's why they haven't flirted or reached out, because when they look at you, they're like, wow, how would I impress her? So you could have someone that really wants to go and follow their dreams, and they want to be able to have something to talk about maybe when they flirt with you. Okay. Ooh, release your ex. Maybe someone could have recently had a breakup, or this is something that's on their mind, because we are talking a lot about like this big energy, right? And I feel like this could not even be like a romantic relationship. I do feel like sometimes the release your ex card comes out when we know we have to do this, right? This is not easy work, following your dreams, right? It's going against the grain. That's the card that I meant to say in yesterday's reading, guys, that was from the Sacred Rebels deck, going against the grain. Oh, goodness. That was the card that I was seeing in my eye. Anyway, but I feel like when you're like, this takes a lot of work, right? It takes a lot of courage to do this, because again, like the divine feminine, when they watch you, they see that you're not afraid to fail at stuff. Like you will do stuff, you will fail at it, you will just try again, or you'll keep at it until you get it. And they want to do that as well, but they know in order to do that, they've got to change their environment. And that's what I feel is a huge confirmation, and why release your ex is coming out, because it feels like when they're around someone, and remember I talked about this in yesterday's reading as well, where I said like it could be like a job that they're in where they could be like with a cranky boss, or coworkers who try purposely to keep them down because, they see their light, and, that's the purpose there. Many of your masculines are meant to do big, great things. You're the only one that helps them to feel that. So they know that a part of this journey, this whole twin flame thing, is to release people in their immediate environments that are dragging their vibration down. As long as they have these people surrounding them or circling them, I don't know why I'm guided to say circling them, because that's interesting, right? I feel like your masculines too have a lot of people in their energy that, like, they don't know how or why they know, but they know there is a great purpose there. Many of your masculines may find that, like, other people in their circle may mimic their energy also. Okay, so yeah, just a side note there. But back to the both of you. Okay, now look at this, guys. We have release your ex and free yourself coming up. So it's time to take back control of your life. So I definitely feel like, many of you may sense this as well, but they're sinking deeper and deeper into this idea that, pursuing you or connecting with you or being around you or saying hello to you is some sort of key to, success. It could be like financial success. It could be following their career, but not just a career, following their dream career. Maybe the people they surround themselves with take them as a joke, or maybe a lot of your masculines realize that they might have a lot of strong intuition when it comes to, predicting things, numbers, looking, they have a way of knowing things, and the people around them don't know how to nurture that gift, and that's why they can't be successful at the things that they really want to be successful at. But when it comes to you, Divine Feminine, maybe it's about the way that you express yourself, or that's it, the rules and principles that you may live by. Like you may live by a certain set of values where, like, you have very strong, firm boundaries. You don't take a lot of input and output from other people. You just do your thing. You follow your dreams because the only intuition you're relying on is your own, because that's directly connected to Source, to God, right? So I feel like these are lessons that many of your divine masculines are learning. They really do see that you're an important part of this puzzle, this awakening, this figuring out what it is they're meant to do. Okay, and if a lot of them are shying away, Divine Feminines, they're going quiet. I feel like a lot of you know this as well. Even if they are in other relationships, they're still having this awakening. These other relationships, no matter how much they try to create illusions, like, it's still, your masculines are still feeling the shifts of the journey energetically, just like you are. Maybe sometimes they delay on taking action, or they don't know how to take action, or they're still working off of autopilot, or they don't even know how to sorry, I don't know why I'm stuttering. They don't even know how to follow their intuitive hits because they're having trouble trusting it, okay? And that's why there's this constant pull to be close to you or to be near you. Like, someone's dying to talk to you, and the reason they're dying to talk to you is because they know that they would be fueled and filled up with, a lot of that energy that they need to get the ball rolling on their wishes, the things that they want in their life. And that's why a lot of people can't stand in the way of twin flames connecting, because, it's more than just like these earthly pleasures. It's more than just, like the typical drama. A lot of the times when twin flames connect, it's to help you awaken a lot of spiritual gifts that, it genuinely helps other people on a grand scale. Like, many people are watching you guys, and whoever's listening, this as well. That you're changing, that you're different from most of the people around you. It's the same thing for your masculines, and people notice. Don't think you guys go unscathed, right? People notice your light. That's why many of you find that when you go through that dark night of the soul or the awakening process, it's a very lonely journey. You really do stand out, and it's really tough. It's mentally and spiritually tough on the mind when you feel like you're being ostracized and isolated from everything and everyone around you. But just remember, guys, like, the reason that happens has a lot to do with following your dreams, and it has a lot to do with closing out that input from other people, right? You can't do this if you have like a huge circle and you're always seeking validation in the opinions of other people. Your circle has to be small, right? A lot of the times you have to rely on that isolation so that it teaches you to like stay in constant contact with yourself through self-talk. Okay, and that's what you do that's so inspiring to them. Many of them are starting to understand you as well. They understand why it is you move as like a lone wolf. They understand now why it is you've had to sacrifice certain things that you've had to sacrifice in order to follow your dreams. So I feel like someone just took a big breath. Like every time they look at you, they like hold their head and they wonder how it is you continue to just prosper, but they find it so damn inspiring and it gets them up off of the couch. Okay, I feel like whatever it is you are doing, Divine Feminine, it's like you may dust yourself off and try again. It's so absolutely inspiring to them, and they're getting very clear messages. Like synchronicities too could be a big thing right now. Like many of them are seeing your names. They can't sit down and watch a movie without your name in the credits or one of the characters in the movie being your name. They can't take a drive somewhere and try to get away from this and go on a little road trip without one of the destinations on their way, the GPS shouting out your name really loudly, arriving at St. Mary Street, and it gets all heated and awkward, and they can't turn on the radio without that perfect song playing that perfectly depicts how it is they're feeling towards you. And it's more than just the synchronicity, guys. Like synchronicity is not just like seeing things like, oh, there's the number 444 for like the 10th time today. Or, there is my twin flame's name, at this random like place that I'm at. And it's like, the name of the auto shop might be like your twin flames auto shop. And you might be like, what the hell? It's not the synchronicity. It's the way that you feel. Okay, it's the fact that you feel slapped in the face by the universe, right? It's not just, seeing a sign that says it and you're like, oh, okay, oh, what a coincidence, what a coinkydink, ooh. No, it's the fact that you're just like, holy shit. It feels like a smack in the head from the universe, right? And it doesn't come off of your mind. You know that you want to investigate it further and you want to dig deeper, right? And you damn well know it is not a coincidence, right? So I feel like these things could be happening for a lot of your divine masculines right now, especially in the area of finances and career. Whatever you're doing for finances and career, it's like their dream job. Okay, they always picture themselves doing this, but again, they never had anybody around them to nurture this. This is why they're itching to get close to you, and because there's an opportunity to get close to you, because they know that you're feeling this too, okay? They've gotten their synchronicity and their confirmation. All it is a matter of loving themselves enough to get close to you to trust that you're not going to tear them down or hurt them. I feel like that's their biggest hurdle right now. So, yeah, guys, that's what I have for this one. Many of your masculines working on freeing themselves, releasing any energy that's held them back. Part of them blossoming, growing their gifts, really digging into a lot of that mission work, things that they're meant to do, that they know in their heart of hearts that they can do. You are a key to that, Divine Feminine, okay? Connecting to you and being around you and being with you is a key to that. Expressing their love for you in every form that it comes in. Same with you, Divine Feminine, okay? It's all part of the experience. You guys are like a lock and a key, right? It's got to go in. That's why this love is so strong and passionate and beautiful. You think eye contact does a lot? You think holding hands with them does a lot? Imagine what lovemaking does. All right? It sets your world on fire. It really sets you in pace with what it is you need to do. That's why the drive for them is so strong. So, yeah. Anyways, that's my rant for today. I love you guys. I hope you have enjoyed the reading. If you would like to connect with me and dig deeper into your own journey, find me at my second home over at hipsy.com. I love you guys. Take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next one, okay? Take care, guys. Bye.